Under the floodlights in the pouring rain, UCLan travel to Liverpool John Moores to try and get their season back on track. Your commentators today, Will Judd and Ross Chapman. Ross, a new side, different changes. Will Vaughan at the back instead today rather than playing up front. What will that do to the team?
Yeah, very interesting. Tom Fry has shuffled the pack, looking to bounce back from a disappointing day last week at Edge Hill. It will be very interesting. A few new faces coming into the team. One or two new faces on the bench as well. Should be a very interesting game here in Liverpool.
Just moments away from kick-off. The ref blows his whistle and Liverpool John Moores get us underway. UCLan immediately pressing forward quite high. Jerry playing as the lone striker today. Zach Smith back on the left as well. That's a very nice challenge. But John Moores get away down the left-hand side, and they've got a bit of space down the left flank here. Harry Bowen standing his man. Doesn't have to push that ball out. An early shot away to test the goalkeeper. And Will Vaughan, for the first time, back in net with a comfortable first shot to save. Ross, the rain could prove very difficult today as well with the sliding ball.
Yeah, absolutely. It's only just started coming down the last hour or so, but it's very, very strong here. And yeah, like you say, it could have a massive impact on today's proceedings.
There was a push in the back there for Evan Daharo, but the ref has given it as a John Moores throw-in. Once again on that left-hand side of the pitch. And the ball is fizzed into the box. And that is just about over the bar. Comfortable enough for Will Vaughan. He will have his first goal kick of the match. Solid defensively so far from UCLan early on. That's a clever turn from Craig Bassano-Anez. But the ball is lost again in the midfield. It is still early doors, but UCLan yet to move forward with the ball, and they've lost it again here. Decent chance for John Moores. It's a very nice challenge though. John Moores seems to be controlling in the midfield at the moment. It's a very, very nice interception by Craig. And Zach Smith can go through the 1-2 with Jerry. The give and go almost paying off. It's a nice idea. Not quite paying off though.
Yeah, nice idea. Zach Smith, one of the brightest sparks in what was a disappointing day last week for UCLan. Once again, causing trouble on that right-hand side.
Zach Smith as well, getting involved again, causing a bit of disruption. Then it's cleared away just about by Lucas Hancock. And that ball by John Moores, smacked out of the field of play, so it'll be a throw in here. Right in the middle of the pack, so we wait a moment. It's a little bit of a shoelace problem. It's a poor throw in, and Jerry was nearly on that. Not quite though, and he has to get back into position. A missed ball there is Bassano-Anez linking up with Evan Daharo, and UCLan now launching that ball forward. It was a nice idea, clever ball forward. But unfortunately, Elizadeh couldn't quite control it in the number 11 shirt. Ball whisked back to Will Vaughan.
Yeah, look up. Pinch play, pinch play. Yeah, leave it. Yeah.
It's a lovely pass forward, but the flag just about up for offside there. Nice idea, trying to flick that ball forward, but Ross, it looks at the moment, UCLan seem a little bit thin in the midfield.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they're winning the ball quite high up in the pitch, getting the right ideas, but not sort of the right amount of men going forward to create those chances.
John Moores once again trying to use that left-hand flank to move forward. John Moores could be through here. He skipped a few challenges. The number 11, he puts a ball in. Clever block, goes out for the first corner of the game. John Moores bring a man close. It doesn't look like they're going to utilise it though, as the ball is swung in towards the back post, and it's gone over the head of absolutely everybody, and it goes out for a UCLan throw. Chance lost there for John Moores, and UCLan look to get going quickly. But they win another throw in at a decent position of the pitch. Is this a chance now for them to finally secure a little bit of possession and control of this game? Ball is lost. It wasn't the best header from the throw, and it falls to the number 11 now on the right hand side, who takes his man on. He's got 3 UCLan players on him and doesn't get through, and it's Craig Bassano-Anez that stops the run. He started strong today as Craig. He's going to need to be strong all game. A wayward leg there from the UCLan defender means that there's another chance now for John Moores from the free kick. Dangerous area, and everyone is back in the box now for UCLan as the ball is thumped in. It's brazed across goal. It doesn't find anybody. And now UCLan can get it away. It's Jerry who taps it forward, but ball is not what it needed to be. And once again, John Moores can recycle and reset at the back.
Fair to say it's been a pretty scrappy start to the game. Both sides having periods on the ball, but not really doing too much with it, and very easily losing it.
Well, a challenge there from Harry Bowen. He did come in from behind. From where we were, it looked clean. The player went to the floor. The ref bought it. And John Moores take the free kick very quickly, actually, wanting to keep the ball on the ground and in possession. That's a sloppy pass. Jerry can't quite capitalise on it. An interesting change for this game that we do need to note. Ross is Craig Bassano-Anez starting instead of Abdul at left back. Was that a decision to sort of bring some stability at the back?
Yeah, quite possibly. I mean, last week, Abdul, I think we all saw from that game, he was quite good at sort of the long balls, sort of getting into those positions. Maybe Abdul's getting a bit of a rest today, but it should shore things up defensively for UCLan.
Header tipped forward, and Will Vaughan is called into action there, making a save with his feet. He does enough. UCLan can't quite clear it away though. It's a number 6 darting through. Still going here. That's a very nice challenge once again though by Craig Bassano-Anez. The ref doesn't do anything about it. And eventually the shot goes away, but it is tame. And Will Vaughan comfortably holds it. First shaky sort of moment at the back for UCLan there. That ball is launched forward and Jerry is chasing it, and Jerry beats his man. He has won it now on the right flank. He needs men to move forward. He looks for the ball into the middle. It's taken straight out for a throw-in.
Really good quick thinking there from Will Vaughan, trying to get the ball upfield. Obviously right idea, trying to play counter-attacking, trying to hit them on the break. Nearly paid off.
First attacking chance now for UCLan. It's Harry Bowen with a long throw into the area. Headed away, but UCLan win the ball at the second time of asking. Another throw-in goes their way. So the territory is still theirs. Same throw and same result as well. And this time the throw-in ever so slightly further back, but UCLan still in a decent position here. I wonder, will they be able to get Evan DeHaro on the ball? Can he work a little bit of magic? Here he is, taking it on the chest. It's another throw for UCLan, keeping it in that area. Sustained pressure at the moment. Need to get a few passes going though. They need to keep this phase rocking, but they've lost the ball. Good composure from the John Moores men at the back. And DeHaro moving forward now along with Jerry, trying to keep them at the back. There's no options for John Moores. UCLan set up very well, and Jerry blocks that pass moving forward. That's what they need to do. They need to be scrappy, and a keeper almost running out of time, but fantastic pressure from UCLan ensures that they win another attacking throw in, this time on the left-hand side. Craig calling for it in a lot of space. Can he whip a ball in here? It's a clever pass into Jerry. He goes down. And the corner kick is won. Better from UCLan, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of nervy moments from Liverpool, John Moores, which UCLan have managed to pounce on. And hopefully from this set piece, they can take advantage again.
Runs are being made, but eventually the ball goes in. It's fizzed towards the near post, and the header straight back out. But another UCLan throw-in. And a very, very good period for the team. Evan having to track back and wins the ball well. It's straight back to Will Vaughan, who will then look to his left. Back to Vaughan at the back, a little bit of pressure, does well. Evan DeHaro picks the ball up in the midfield. That's another throw-in for UCLan, who are really starting to warm into this game. Here's Goldburn. Back to Vaughan. Goldburn again. Now Luca Hancock. He looks around, but he's patient on the ball. Craig Bassano-Wanez. Oh, that's a lovely turn from Zach Smith now. Darting down the left-hand side, he saw the ball. A little bit of a miscommunication there. Evan DeHaro wasn't following that run. The ball had a little bit too much power on it, but once again, a bright spark. Moving us forward in Zach Smith. Finally, John Moores can get a little bit of possession. UCLan press is there again. Oh, this time the ball is able to go forward just under the legs of Bassano-Wanez, and now there's a gap down that right-hand side that needs to be filled. And Zach Smith does well to tip it out for a corner. That's the issue that arises if a fullback goes into the midfield and misses a tackle. It creates a big hole, and John Moores looked to exploit that there. That ball in, Will Vaughan just missing it. It's missed the heads of everybody. The ref thinking it's actually just grazed off a UCLan player. So it will be a throw-in for John Moores. UCLan have seemed sturdy at the back so far. They need to make sure not to switch off, which they did do at times last week against Edge Hill. They've not done that, and the corner kick is given. Ball into the middle, and that's coolly taken by Will Vaughan, who looks for an early option. That's a great throw out, just too far for Rahula Alizadeh.
Good idea again from Will Vaughan, and another good spell of defending there from UCLan, looking a lot more compact this week than they did last week against Edge Hill.
Just an instruction there from Tom Fry, the coach, telling the UCLan wingers just to spread the pitch a little bit. Try and cause problems. Jerry gets in the way there, but it does go out for a throw-in for the opposition. And once again, passing it round the back. Can UCLan put that press on? No, they elect not to this time. The way John Moores are passing it round the back, it does invite the pressure, and not going for it though. Dan Edwards in that number 8 shirt pressing up as well, but he darts back in now. Still passing it around the back. UCLan shape working well at the moment. John Moore struggling to break it down at times, and they're forced to play the long ball. Give and go there, but it's dealt with well. But I believe that was Lucas Goldburn. That ball still in a dangerous area for John Moores. Can they find a ball in? Darting into the middle of the box now. He gets a touch, but that's an important block to send it out for another John Moores corner. They are edging closer, but UCLan stayed sturdy at the back there, Ross.
Yeah, they did, and UCLan making it more difficult for Liverpool. John Moores forcing them into those awkward shots off and crowding the box.
Brilliant bit of defence there as well. Tracking back is the number 11 for UCLan, winning the throw-in as well. And they do have to exercise some caution here. It is a tricky position to get themselves out of, and they have done well. Evan Daharo playing it back. There's Luca Hancock. Zach Smith as well. Holding that ball, he's looking for a pass, finds Jerry. Sitting very, very deep at the moment. And once again, just a slightly wayward pass, stopping UCLan in their tracks, but Jerry pressing forward high here. The goalkeeper's going to have to come and claim. But it's good from Jerry, it's positive, and he's really going again. Off the head of the UCLan defender there. But they break through, and now Harry Bowen's got a job to do. John Moore's player darts inside, Bowen sticks a leg out, it's still there. He moves the ball into the box, Will Vaughan has to parry. John Moore's corner once again. You have to say Will Vaughan has done all he's needed to do so far. Back in goal after a long time out, playing outfield. But he's done enough so far. It is still early doors, but he hasn't looked shaky. He's looked confident in his role. He's worked with the defenders well, but there is still a job to do here. He may need to call into action again. Ball into the far post, and it's a free header for the number 5. who does miss the target. It's a poor effort, and UCLan start quickly here. Zach Smith to Jerry, who can't flick it past his man, but Zach is still attacking that ball. It is unfortunate. And that ball does go out. So UCLan throw in a decent position here.
That's fine.
Lovely by Bassano Anes. And it's brilliant play now. Here's Jerry, staying strong. Dan Edwards pushing and shoving. The ref doesn't give anything though. John Moores managed to recycle just about, but interesting decision for the ref. It was physical, but it is positive if he wants to keep it that way and not give absolutely everything. But that's a brilliant ball to the number 11 on the flank. He's got Craig Bassano and is on him, but he darts inside. Here's the number 11 still going here, finds a shot. It's deflected onto the crossbar. UCLan get lucky there. Bassano Anes showed him a little bit too much and he darted inside. The shot looked for the corner, but eventually it came off the foot of a UCLan defender and just about brazed onto the crossbar.
Yeah, UCLan just a little bit too open there, having a good phase of play, especially in the middle, but need to get back a lot earlier than they did.
As the rain just about starts to stop, the pressure from John Moores does not. There is no free header this time. It's dealt with well by UCLan, and Will Vaughan makes a comfortable catch, and that's a decent throw as well. To Zach Smith, who keeps it on and now drives down that left-hand side. And wins the throw-in. But the ref disagrees. Ref gives the throw to John Moores.
John! Hey, here! One of you! Here!
Flicked header on by the number 11, but Hancock does well. Once again though, it's the number 7 for John Moores, diving down that left-hand side. Harry Bowen does very well. And Evans O'Hara keeps it on and wins the throw-in. Really positive play. A solid defence there from Harry Bowen, who since making his mark on the first team has played so strongly. That is a sloppy ball. Throw flicked on, and John Moores get through here once again into the box. Will Vaughan getting called once more. Corner kick. It's a clever save at the near post for Will Vaughan. But they can't be having too many of those. All of a sudden now UCLan are starting to drop their focus at the back, and we've seen this time and time again. And that's when the goals start slipping in. They've shaped up so well, but all of a sudden Liverpool John Moores are finding the cracks, finding the holes at the back. And that ball is in, it's a crowded box. Will Vaughan does very well to get a glove to it. And now Evans O'Hara can run away with it. Could be a chance for a counter-attack here. Holds the ball very well, does Evans O'Hara. And UCLan recycle, that ball flicked forward to Jerry. The header on though, not finding anybody. And they've got to reset at the back and be patient. Ball down the right-hand side for the number 8s. Who doesn't quite get there. Here's Bassano Anes. It's a sloppy ball into the middle, but he's gotten away with it there. And Louis Barlow switches the play to the right-hand side. And that's a lovely ball forward as well to Harry Bowen if he can get there, which he does. There are men in the middle, but it finds a John Moore's foot. And it's an attacking chance here. And a corner kick for UCLan. And it's Dan Edwards who will be over this one to try and find a man. There are aerial threats in there. None of them are found. Zach Smith flicking it back up into the middle. It's a clever idea. Nobody was there though. Evan Daharo. Shot luck. Could be a chance though for John Moores to counter-attack here, and there is. Louis Barlow pairing up with Zach Smith and winning that ball well. It was lovely from Zach all until the pass where he couldn't find a man, and that puts John Moores in a lovely position. But once again, another solid challenge, this time from Lucas Goldburn. Craig, ball through. Jerry was making the run. He couldn't quite find him though. Nice idea, but it means they've got to sit back and defend again from the number 11, who has looked impressive, and he goes for another shot. But the block is there from Lucas Hancock. And a bit of calm from Evan Daharo. And Zach Smith, both of them doing well. And UCLan look to slow this ball down ever so slightly and get a bit of possession. And there's a poor challenge there on Evan Daharo, who goes down. And we don't see the Gibraltar international going down that often, so this is a bit of a worry. But he does seem to be back on his feet. A little bit of a knock, but he does seem okay. Ball fizzed into the middle, but nobody is there. It's not the right delivery, unfortunately.
Yes, yes!
Ball is still there, and Sano Annes does very well to halt that attack.
Harper, can you get it? Harper, can you get it? No, inside! Hold hard! Touch inside!
Ball flicks forward. Good link-up play between those two. It's a tricky one for Will Vaughan, who does manage to bring it down and get the ball out. Lovely goalkeeping there from Will Vaughan. And here is Evan Daharo, who's got men around him. But it's a lovely dribble and a very clever pass to find the space for UCLan. Evan Daharo, the captain, showing his class as well there. And Will Vaughan has to resort to smacking it up the pitch, and it stayed in here. And Zach Smith does very, very well to beat his man. He's still got two on him, but Jerry's in the middle if he can find him. Zach Smith goes for a shot himself, and it's hit the crossbar. It's an unreal effort. The ball is still there though for UCLan. Evan Daharo winning the free kick. There's a few times there's been some niggly challenges on him now, and the ref might think at some point about bringing out the card, but what an effort that was from Zach Smith.
That was absolutely fantastic. It takes some skill to get that shot off, and really well done from Zach Smith. Just unlucky about where that went, hitting the crossbar.
It was off balance as well. It was dipping and dipping and dipping. Not quite enough, but there's still a very big attacking opportunity here. Ball fizzed in. It's not a great ball, but it falls to Louis Barlow, the number 16, who has a strike. Easily blocks. And there is a chance here for John Moores to get forward. That's an important challenge, but they keep it rolling now. Daharo gets there. Evan Daharo once again at the heart of things. He's finding his feet now. Not enough in that. Ball now fizzed across to the right-hand side, but UCLan have got their chins up here. They smell blood. And once again, that press keeping Liverpool John Moores high up the pitch. Good shape at the moment from UCLan. And Craig Lozano Anis was late there. The ball is played. It's a quick ball for the number 11. Bassano Anis was caught off guard there. And he darts back inside once again. The shot brazed across the face of goal, but eventually does go out for a goal kick. Number 11 has looked dangerous on that right-hand side.
Morgan, stay high. Blakey, let's get come on, Nick.
Well, at this half-hour stage, it's very end-to-end. It's not a vintage game of football. But what you can say is that compared to last week, there's a lot more communication, so many good ideas. UCLan having all the right moments.
As you said, Ross, UCLan playing very, very positively. For the most part, apart from the flanks, their defensive shape has been strong. But it goes back out to number 11, who's in so much space. But this time, Craig Bassano is strong and does very, very well to muscle his way onto the ball. And now Zach Smith can dart forward once more in this game. Finds Jerry Tack out. Well walked. Challenges there. Jerry does enough. It's a clever run by Jerry, who's still going for it. He needs to find a pass here and does just about. Lovely stuff from Jerry. But there is a man down here for John Moores. He does look quite hurt. There was a bit of a collision there between him and Jerry. Didn't look like there was a foul involved. Just a clash of bodies.
We're not John Moores, by the way.
You what? Unios? Oh, we were told we were playing John Moores.
Nah.
You're not the same unit?
I didn't want to be a knob there.
Nah, you sound.
Fine.
Come on, Moore. End product here, kid. Got him on skates there. Got him on skates.
Yeah. Oh, you said we were playing John Moores then?
I do like the commentary.
Isn't it? With that ball in the midfield, winning a throw in the middle of the park for UCLan.
I got told John Moores last week.
We were told John Moores.
You have to re-record that first bit.
Absolutely not.
Just gonna leave it.
No chance. Keep going. UCLan keeping that press high up the pitch here. Once again, really good shape from UCLan, stopping the opposition from making any sort of passes. But that was unlucky. It's a heavy pass from the number 11. Pays off just about. Now Liverpool can drive forward in the middle. It's a clever ball. Bassano Anis does very, very well to get that ball away. And here's Jerry. Big chance here. Evan Daharo driving forward as well. It wasn't the greatest pass, but he's got it on the flank. What can he do with it? Does enough. A brilliant shoulder. And a dramatic dive there from the Gibraltar. Now John Moores can move forward, skips the challenge, and that's a good shot through. Didn't have enough sing on it though. To beat the gloves of Will Vaughan, and it's a sloppy pass, and the number 11 will go for a pot shot. Doesn't quite find anything, but John Moore's now camped in a decent area. That ball just going through. And the referee giving a corner. And Liverpool goes short. And the free kick is won there from UCLan. Clever bit of defending. And Will Vaughan will be happy to take this one. He likes to go short. UCLan once again wanting to keep the ball on the ground, keep it at feet. Sano and it's through the legs, very clever.
No, you got to get tighter.
Dan Edwards doing well, Zach Smith doing even better, winning a throw in for UCLan there. It's a sloppy throw in, they need to slow down and be careful. But it's clever defending from Luca Hancock, who wins the ball back, and now UCLan can recycle and set up to go forward again. That ball back to Will Vaughan, but sustained pressure here from UCLan, something that we've not seen from them very often in recent games. But it is always a positive to see. And they're keeping some control over this game now as well. Joe Takao coming deep, but it's miscontrolled, and the number 9 is through here. A clever pass back inwards to the number 10. And the shot is wide. UCLan are let off there, and in a very big way. It was a clear as day opportunity for Liverpool to take the lead. And Jerry's blushes are spared after the missed touch. Can't have too many of those, can UCLan. And that's better, getting the ball out of that tight area, recycling well. Here's Harry Bowen on the flank. Keeps it to himself and wins the throw. That ball is hoisted up into the night sky. It's head tennis for a moment before that ball finally goes through. Jerry providing his body well, a bit of contact there with Evan Daharo, who is down after that contact with Jerry. The ref plays the advantage. Now the advantage was played, but as soon as UCLan lost the ball, he's allowed Liverpool to move forward, and the number 11 is through here once again. Gets past Craig Bassano, and there's work to do at the back for UCLan. It's still there for them on the edge of the box. Can't find the shot. The number 2 fizzes the ball to the left-hand side. A little bit wayward. UCLan eventually winning a throw-in.
Harrow back up now, but that second knock that he's taken in this game, he needs to be a bit careful now. He's walking a bit awkwardly. Hopefully he can run it off.
It would be a massive blow for UCLan if they lost the likes of Evan Daharo. Hopefully he can recover. And there were shouts for handball there, but the throw-in has gone to Liverpool. It's a turn. It's a clever block by Louis Barlow in that midfield, who's once again another player that's made his way into the first team. Louis Barlow wearing the number 16, which coincidentally is probably the average of girls he pulls on a switch on a Wednesday. So nice to see. He's got a reason for having his number on the back. It's lovely done by Jerry. Swift does well to hold that ball, and he's calm with it. It's the right idea. Evan not quite getting there though. Unlucky for UCLan once again. A few things need to click. After some positive periods, UCLan have started to lose their way, it feels, a little bit in this game. They need to regain control and get that ball back up the pitch, which is what they aim to do now. The ref has given a free kick there. It was a physical challenge. The ref deemed it too physical. But the ball now goes the other way. Last few chances now, surely, for UCLan to move this ball forward towards the end of this first half. Ball back to Will Vaughan. He's got a few blue shirts around him. Does well to find the space. Brought down well by Misano Manes. Pulled Louis Barlow a little bit short there, and once again the ball is dispossessed. A strong header there.
Yes,
Dan Edwards does well. Ref says the ball has stayed in.
Forward. Drive.
Now the number 10 moving forward. It's a brilliant tackle. In that midfield, UCLan sitting deep now. They need to be patient, they need to be calm. Keep doing what they're doing. Just soak up the pressure for the time being. Other chances will come. That's really, really nicely done by Rahula Elizadea on the right wing. But the ball does eventually go for a Liverpool corner. No man short this time for the Uni of Liverpool. They look to put this one straight into the mixer. That ball near post is flicked on. There's men on the ground and the ball was travelling for a little while, but UCLan eventually get it out. And there could be a very big chance to counter-attack it. Evan Daharo was pulled. There was maybe a chance to release the number 11. But there were men around him. The ref keeps his cards firmly in his pocket. But either way, it's a breath now, a sigh of relief for UCLan, who finally can get a little bit of territory in the opposition half. Daharo putting the ball through, and Jerry's there. The goalkeeper comes and claims well. Jerry was moments away from getting that. It's a high ball forward, and Louis Barlow does well. So Will Vaughan hammers that ball forward, and Zach Smith is onto it. So is the keeper. Keeper's made a mistake. Huge chance here for UCLan, and it's a massive block. Virtually off the line by Liverpool.
After everything that Zach Smith has done in this opening 45 minutes, he was really deserving of a goal, and it's really, really unlucky that once again he's been denied so close.
Zach Smith looks in dismay as that ball is heroically cleared off the line. How much closer can UCLan get the ball into the middle now from the corner? And the header's there! And UCLan take the lead! Finally, the deadlock is broken. And UCLan have the lead on the brink of half-time. It was a world-class block off the line moments before the corner. But finally, UCLan take the lead, and it's Luca Hancock who gets the goal off his head. It's hammered onto the floor past the goalkeeper. And on the brink of the break, the boys in white have the lead They just need to stay strong until that half-time whistle blows. You have to say that all came from Zach Smith. Won the corner, took the corner. It was a brilliant ball in. And finally, the goal is there, and it's well deserved. And that ball fizzed out on the right-hand side to the number 11. He doesn't quite pick that up. And the ref blows for half-time. And a week on from their very, very disappointing result against Edge Hill, we come into the half-time break for the first time in a long while. UCLan 1, Liverpool Uni 0. It's up to you. Cheers, man. Are we on? Back underway for the second half. UCLan have a narrow lead in what is a very, very tight game, but it is the most positive football they've played probably all season up until this point. They need to start strongly here, and they haven't done. With Zach Smith losing the ball on that far side. He wins it again there. He's already redeemed. And here goes Jerry driving forward. The touch is a little bit too heavy. But the ball now falls to Zach Smith. Early chances here for UCLan, finally dealt with by the Uni of Liverpool. Number 7 now driving that ball forward for the Uni of Liverpool. There's a number 6 in a sort of controlling position in that midfield. And that's a lovely interception by Zach Smith, who will drive forward. He doesn't have any options around him. He does now. He takes too long to find his man there. And now the number 9 is on. The flag stays down. There's men on the left-hand side. He goes himself. That's a massive challenge from Lucas Goldburn. It's a huge effort, and that ball goes behind for a corner kick. But Ross, do UCLan need to change anything in this second half, or do they just need to come out exactly how they were before?
I think very similar to how they were in the first half, to be honest. They were pretty compact at the back, and they still have those ideas going forward. They still, I think, look like they don't want to just have that one goal lead. They want to make it more. And I think if they keep doing the same things, if they're a little bit more cautious of their opponents, I think they'll be okay.
Ball in, dealt with very well. And eventually Elizadeh electing to thump the ball forward and out of the area, allowing UCLan to reset at the back. Good composure on the ball from him as well, at the back there. Clever flick on by the number 9, but Harry Bowen is there and makes absolutely sure of it. And Will Vaughan, decent enough contact on the ball, flicks it out. That's a heavy pass back, and Jerry's going for it. Evan Daharo almost the ball falling through his feet. Not quite. And now on the right-hand side, a chance to move forward again. Another good block. UCLan sturdy at the back so far. Considering the season they've had, they're definitely going to want this. They're really going to focus at the back, and they're really going to need to. They've been peppered a few times. Saved by the crossbar earlier on in the first half. A few very big opportunities in the first half as well for the opposition. Went begging. And that's a really clever ball forward. And the number 10 now flicks it on to the left-hand side, driving into the box. It's the number 3. Can he find the ball into the middle? No, he finds the gloves of Will Vaughan, who is pleading to the referee that he's not made contact. Ref agrees with him, so free chance for UCLan to move the ball forward and regain possession, which they do. heavy contact, but Dan Edwards does very well in the midfield. Now Bassano is flicking that ball forward for the number 11, not quite getting there. It's very up and down at the moment. Evan Daharo looking to try and regain some control. Nobody can hold on to the ball for longer than a few seconds.
I think the message definitely has been more of the same. Just look at that passage of play there. UCLan still playing out from the back, not trying to hoof it clear of any danger, still wanting to play good football, wanting to try and extend their lead.
Chance for the number 3 to move forward now. He's got Harry Bowen on him. John Moore's man goes down, but it actually opens the gap for the number 3, who's still moving here. Ball into the middle, eventually dealt with. But it took a while. Substitution here for the Uni of Liverpool, just before the corner. This is an area that UCLan need to stay focused. They've turned away a few times at defensive set pieces this season, last week as well, so they need to keep switched on, and they do. That ball flicks back into the middle, it's dangerous, and it's still there for them. Another block, still not cleared away, and a block again, this time by Evan Daharo. It may have been Bassano and is actually, sorry. But that is very, very solid defence. A few shots went off there, but they stayed tight. And now they have a chance to move the ball back up the field. Zach Smith flicks the ball on. He does well. He gets a stab in the back as well, and he's felt that. It was very, very late. There was a shoulder in the back there for Zach Smith as he climbed to flick the ball on. The ref hasn't seen it. You obviously hope that he is okay. He's been a very, very bright spark, obviously getting the assist for the UCLan goal. He's been the only man who's had any real attempts. Obviously that attempt that was cleared off the line, that gave him the chance from the corner. No free kick given, obviously the ref didn't see it, so it goes out for a drop ball. And the Uni of Liverpool just recycle. The ball flicked forward, number 3 driving in the middle again. That's a very, very good interception. And Liverpool number 7 flicking the ball into the middle. It's chested down. UCLan staying tight in the middle and doing very, very well to get rid of that ball. Fantastic defence again. And winning the throw-in. But this is a massive, massive improvement on recent weeks, Ross. They seem so much more assured at the back now.
Absolutely. Even when there was that little bit of a lapse in concentration a few minutes ago, they regrouped, managed to get the ball clear. And it's completely different to what we've seen in weeks previous. A lot of goals conceded, but they're holding firm so far, and hopefully more of the same in the next sort of 40 minutes or so.
Ball goes out to a Liverpool throw in the middle of the park. And they have to resort to the long balls forward, and the number 9 almost gets there. Will Vaughan doing enough. Once again, UCLan should take great pride from the fact that Uni of Liverpool are struggling to get through by making passages of play on the ground, resorting to long balls quite often now as they recycle the ball at the back. Zach Smith diving in again and weaving in and out. It's a lovely run, eventually lost. But he is such a bright spark. Oh, what a chance for Liverpool to move forward here. The tackle is missed and the number 7's through. Will Vaughan does very well to get down. It wasn't the best shot once again. It's another open opportunity for the Uni of Liverpool. Not capitalised on. But in the rain and the wind, it's a very, very easy mistake to make. But Will Vaughan didn't do it. Stayed firm and solid. There's a late challenge there on Dan Edwards, who is down. He stays down. But Evan Daharo doing so well, and here's Jerry producing a ball on the right-hand side for Elizadea. Ball flicked in, but saved by the keeper. It's better. I can't help but wonder, could Jerry have had a shot himself there on the edge of the box? May have been worth it as a man down. In fact, quite a few men down. Really physical game, taking its toll now on a couple of the players.
Jerry! Quality ball there, nice. Yes, good Jerry. Well done, Hula, well done. Evan, organised. Go, go. He's a winger, isn't he? It's fine. Carry on, man. Harry took it. Shay!
Restart going to Liverpool John Moores.
Come on.
We'll move forward. Once again, the UCLan sturdy. They've started to grow in this midfield. Where at the start of the game, it seemed very, very empty, and it was too easy for the opposition to move forward. It firmed up there, and I think that ball has been kept on by Bassano, and it's really well done there. And Evan Daharo fighting for it. Ball's lost by the number 3, and Harry Bowen elects to smack the ball forward.
I think he was just trying to get it clear of danger. There's a lot of bodies on this near side. Trying to get it away from danger, trying to keep it as cautious and as tight as possible.
The man held back there. And Liverpool take it quickly. It's the number 3 who goes for the strike himself. Will Vaughan can only parry, but it is enough. And that ball goes out. I think Will saw that a little bit late. They're diving through again, and now there's a big chance. Important block. And Evan does very well. A little bit of a miscommunication there, and Zach Smith is struck by the ball. Calls for offside. The ref's arm stays down, and there's a chance in the middle. But once again, UCLan are able to get the ball away, and here's Zach Smith. There's space on this right-hand side if he can look for it. He elects to go down the left, but it's a sloppy pass. And what was a very good chance to move the ball forward goes to waste. Uni Liverpool looking to move really quickly here. They've definitely turned up the tempo of this game. UCLan need to readjust at the back and reset for that. The ball fizzed across to the left-hand side, and that's a dangerous ball in. And he's found his man. A fantastic delivery from the number 3, and it's tapped home. Nothing Will Vaughan could do in net. And UCLan's lead is taken away from them in a flash counter-attack. There wasn't much they could do. It was a brilliant ball. Surely that man in the middle should have been marked.
Yeah, absolutely right. Well, one thing that UCLan cannot afford to do now is let their heads drop. We've seen it before in recent games. After conceding one, sometimes there's a tendency to get your heads down and to concede further. But hopefully, with the way they've been playing in the opening 60 minutes of this game, they do have a reason to believe that they can retake the lead.
Brilliant challenge there. Bahara who won the ball. A little bit tight on this right-hand side, and the ball is lost again. Fizz forward down the right-hand side. Sano is caught short ever so slightly. He recovers well in the end. Harry's well, but that ball is there on the edge of the box. Before it hits the feet of Lucas Goldburn. UCLan have lost their way a little bit in this second half. And you can hear Tom Fry screaming from the sidelines at his team to reorganise and readjust. Corner gone short and then fizzed into the middle. It's fallen to the number 6 at the edge. But a poor shot that is blazed over the bar from only a few yards out. Means that UCLan have the ball and surely now a chance just to reset because they need to.
Keep it going. Keith, what a start. Okay, not too wide yet. Gas yet.
Sloppy pass in the middle. UCLan cannot afford to do that. Will Vaughan is called into action there. You really need to readjust. Zach Smith is pulled down there off the ball and the ref hasn't seen it. He's looked the other way to a fair few this game.
Drive! Yes, ref!
UCLan can move forward now. This time it's Jerry really fighting away. Has lost the ball eventually. Few men down there. Ref calls for play to move on. Number 10 getting there. And it's roles reversed from the back end of the first half. Now UCLan have it all to do. They've lost the momentum. They've lost their lead. They need to find some way to regroup now. Flicked on by the number 10 in the middle of the park. UCLan press. Not quite paying off here in the number 6 now. Trying to flash it through, but Evan Daharo once again showing his class and winning that ball. Zach Smith saw the man. Doesn't quite find him. Clever idea. A chance for Liverpool. That ball fizzed back into the middle. It's claimed well by the number 9. Good ball through. Harry Bowen does just enough. The man goes down. But the decision goes UCLan's way, and there's going to be a yellow card here for simulation.
Boys, you can keep it going. Come on, boys.
Brilliant challenge from Harry Bowen. He stayed strong. Wanted a penalty. It's not given. The ref brings it back though.
Good.
Ball though lost in the middle of the park once again, and here's the number 9 who's been dangerous. He goes for a strike. It's a good shot. And it's a lovely diving save from Will Vaughan, who does just enough.
Come on, lad!
While all this has been going on, the sub has been made. Dan Edwards has come off. A little bit of a mistake there by Louis Barlow. Not Louis Barlow. Harry Bowen, I should say, who's had a very, very good game. Apart from that, his first real mistake of the match. But there's another chance here moving forward. Oh, Liverpool, Will Vaughan has to keep an eye on his near post. Jerry wrestling with his man, can't quite win the ball either. Something needs to change here for UCLan, and that's what that swap in the midfield, I'm assuming, was for. It's that number 3 on the left-hand side again. And steered out wide once again by the number 5 of Lucas Goldburn. Another player that's had a good game. Ball fizzed in, and that time cleared away strongly. Next to substitute the number 12, who can get it away. Doesn't quite beat. The Liverpool defender. It's a bit up and down at the moment here, but UCLan finally recovered just about until the ball is lost on the flank. Evan Dahara though doing well to win the ball and finds Rahula on that right hand side. The keeper has to come out and he's taken a loss of the man. And not only is the free kick not given, the throw-in goes to Liverpool as well. Rahula may need some treatment now. Rahula Elizadea, he was charging down that ball. He seemed to be taken out by the goalkeeper. He did get the ball, got a lot on the man as well.
That's a really good idea beforehand with Jerry. Really good free ball there to him. Really nice idea.
You can just need a little bit more of that in this second half.
Keep it going, yeah, UCLan, we keep it going, boys, much better. Step it up. Wait, what's it?
Harry, shot one. Your man, Harry, now.
Yes, Harry. Look at
Down the flank.
Fucking jump. I can help.
Dealt with well by UCLan, that's not. Luca Hancock, the goal scorer, needs to be more careful at the back. It's a few times that's happened now. They need to make absolutely sure. UCLan really not implementing that press at the moment. Electing to drop a lot more. Good defensive header. Really Boller doing well in the midfield, but it falls to the number 3. John Moore forced to recycle. It's a big tussle on that far right hand side for the ball. The decision eventually going UCLan's way, and they win a free kick. A goal kick, I should say. Will Vaughan elects just to go short. It's fizzed through the middle way too far for anybody to realistically reach. Liverpool holding that ball down the left-hand side. The idea not paying off. So UCLan regaining possession once again, but it's a difficult area they need to get rid of here, and Will Vaughan does well. And he sends that ball into the night sky. And Evan Dahara winning that header. Big chance now for the UCLan number 11, Rahula. Tries to put the ball in.
on you.
With the throw in a dangerous area is one. First time UCLan have really got men forward in this second half. Could be vital to get something out of this. And ball into the middle. Jerry tussling with it. It's still there for Jerry. The shot eventually gets away. Blazed over the bar, and although it wasn't on target, that is much better from UCLan. Showing some positivity in this second half, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. If you can get the ball more forward more often, get it into sort of packed box, of course that's where the first goal came from, then of course they can look for opportunities like that and hopefully get the noses back in front.
Ball into the midfield, just too easy. And it means they've got a platform to move forward to Liverpool. Harry Bowen cut short a little bit, but he recovers well. Louis Barlow, brilliant turn from Jerry, and he gets there before his man. We know he's got pace, Jerry. Can he find a man on the inside? Darts to the inside himself, he's still going. Couldn't quite find a shot. But once again, UCLan attacking straight away. Growing in confidence in this second half now. Jerry there again, this time the press not quite working out for UCLan. They need to reset now. Get back in, they can't get too cocky with it. And how Liverpool can move forward down the right hand flank, and there's a burst of pace now. Pulled into the midfield, it falls to the number 10 who can't control it. Louis Barlow holds him well, he eventually gets past. All the way until Harry Bowen recovers. Corner now for the Liverpool of Uni. Ball in to the far post. It's gone off the head of the Liverpool number 6. It's not really gone anywhere after that. UCLan deal with it well and win the goal kick. Much better, and Will Vaughan taking that goal kick quickly. It's a brilliant idea. Harry Bowen can run onto it. Winning the throw-in. Back to the goalkeeper, and Will Vaughan plays it short to his left-hand side. Here's great. He's got a man on him. Brilliant dart forward by the defender. But it's a good position now for Liverpool to try and move forwards. Still got it forward here between 5 and 4. Finally the ball is smacked out the way. And it hits the ref, so it will go down for a drop ball. It will be UCLan to take.
Switch on! Come on! It's not enough! Come on! Keep moving it quick! Everyone, if you want keep, up!
Sano back to Will Vaughan. Drive that ball forward, finds Taharo. To Basano Wanez, who loses it in possession there. Gets his teammate diving back. It's a brilliant challenge. And the ref, I believe, gives a throw in. Very well to get that ball out. Finds Jerry, he runs into his man. It's not the right option there. Louis Barlow takes control, much like he takes control of the switch dance floor. And UCLan recycle the ball. Here's Harry Bowen. Very lovely triangles from UCLan. That's probably some of the best football they've played in this second half, and it means there's a chance to get forward there. Jerry controls it on his chest. There were just too many men around him, not much he could do. Louis just about getting a foot to that and winning that ball. Vaughan electing to charge it back forward. Jerry was coming from an offside position, so has to leave it. Really nicely done there by Lucas Goldburn. And it falls back to Will Vaughan, who will take his time with it before picking it up.
Yes, after drop 2 for it. Use it, please.
And out of the hands, he smacks it forward. Evan Daharo claims he's got men around him making forward runs. Can't quite find them. But holds on to win the throw-in. There's Jerry in the middle. He's left the ball behind.
Will Vaughan going a bit more direct that time, and that delivery shows that UCLan are prepared to win this, whatever it takes.
Jerry Tucker having a little bit of a word with the ref there. Not happy with the free kick going against him. It was a late challenge there from Jerry. That means that Liverpool can win that ball back and maybe regain a little bit of control that they had right at the start of the second half where they got that goal. The ref blows here because there is an injury for the number 4. And they are going to have to make a substitution here for the injury. So a little bit of a break in the play here while the substitution is made. Well, we should be back up and running. Very well to win that. But it's lost again. Here's the man that's just come onto the pitch, the number 14. Runs into traffic, but does well to recycle the ball.
There you go.
Clever ball once again to that number 14. And Uni of Liverpool moving forward here. Darting now inside to the box. It's a very easy chance here for the number 14. He's got so much space, he can't quite get the ball from underneath him. And that is a vital deflection. Off the head of Luca Hancock. It was a fierce strike on the edge of the box. Howard in first time and the flick on sent it over the bar. There is still work to do. But a heroic defensive effort there, and that ball in. Massive chance once again. But once again, an open header for the Uni of Liverpool. And the shot has not even hit the target. And it means that Will Vaughan now has the ball at his feet. He'll look to go long here. And does. The ball goes all the way through without touching a single soul. Look for a moment as if Zach Smith may have gotten to that, but not quite. The wind now really starting to pick up in the heart of Liverpool. And still looking for a moment, strike to send through the hearts of the Liverpool team they're facing, and they've won a free kick here, so there could be a chance Immediately, Evan Daharo over the ball. Men going into the box here, it's fizzed in, it's a lovely ball. There's a man at the far post, Zach Smith keeps it going. Just too short to reach it. Another substitution as well. It looks like Abdul Shaban has come on. Jerry moving onto the wing. Abdul sort of staying central now. Looks like he's up front, but here's Zach Smith, a chance to dive into the box here. And he does find space and time for the shot, but it is blocked. And all of a sudden, UCLan needs to turn attack into defence. Counter-attack is on. Ref blows advantage, and this time does give the free kick when the ball has lost a yellow card there as well. For Lee Barlett. Number 12 straight away, flicking the ball to the right-hand side. Craig does very, very well to read that early and stop any potential way through. But it is still a throw-in for Liverpool, and they can move it forward here. Oh, really, really clever by Daharo just to dink it over the top of them there and find the space in that tight area, really showing his class. It means that ball goes up the pitch. It may not be in UCLan's possession. It was solid nonetheless. Liverpool can move forward now once again. There's calls for handball. Ref doesn't see anything. And now the free kick going UCLan's way as well. It was Craig Bassano-Annas who got his whole body in the way. Whether it struck a hand or not, it doesn't matter anymore because the ball is UCLan's. From the free kick, they will look to fizz it into the Liverpool area. That's what they do. It's Valenteri who flicks it into the middle. Nobody's there though. And now they're going to have to get back, and the number 16 is racing forward now for Liverpool. He's got Harry Bowen around him, and he's beaten Harry Bowen. He goes for the strike. Will Vaughan has to get down. Does very well again to make the save. It's still there. Lovely challenge in the middle. Free kick given there though. And the yellow card, I believe, for... It looked like Evan Daharo. I wasn't quite sure what the free kick was given for there. Maybe a tug of the shirt. But it means there is a set piece from a dangerous area. And last week, if you remember, UCLan did concede from a position like this. They've got to be careful not to do it again. Headers one. But straight out wide, it goes for a goal kick.
Just saying, Will Vaughan, it's been a fantastic performance from him on his first appearance in a goalkeeper's shirt for at least many months. It's probably his first time in a very long time that he's played as a goalkeeper for UCLan, and he's really stood up to the plate in really difficult conditions here, and played a fantastic performance.
May be called into action again here though, as the number 9 takes it on the right hand side of the box. No, cleared away just about by UCLan. A massive gusts of wind now are really going to make things interesting at the back end of this game. It's become very open now. UCLan have managed to scrap themselves back into this second half where they weren't here for a long period of time. There is still every chance it could go either one or two ways. As it has been for the majority of this second half, the possession is with the Uni of Liverpool. Ball fizz forward, and the header flicks on, just about dealt with. They've got second and third balls to deal with as well though. Zach Smith does well. Goes for the safe option and just smacks it away. Given the circumstances, I think the team did need a bit of a breather, so he's done well there.
Yes, please. Hold him, hold him.
His left-hand side.
Cheers, mate.
Ball going out. Some members of the crowd helping Liverpool to move the ball very quickly, which isn't what UCLan want. They're going to have to reset and defend again here. It's a flick on by the number 9. Falls back into the area, but once again, UCLan sturdy in their own box. How much more beatings though can this UCLan backline take? Because they've had it all day today. Seven flicks it back out. Harry Bowen in the right position there to slap it away. The ball flipped in again. Evans sees the run of Abdul, who's chasing after it. Doesn't usually play as a striker, Abdul. Full-back or centre-back is usually where he is. So an interesting decision from Tom Fry. The man goes down. Ref blowing straight away and going over. And it's another yellow card. Free kick, once again in a dangerous area. That ball fizzed in over the top of everybody. And the goal kick is given for Will Vaughan. With around 5 minutes left to play, this still could go either way. UCLan at the moment holding on just about to a point after losing their lead early on in the second half. And they've grown back into the game. Will Vaughan thumps the ball forward. Take it. Louis Barlow doing very well to flick that ball on. Zach Smith, who's been quiet in the second half, he's not had a lot to work with. That ball is lost. Still constantly fighting for it. Now Abdul is chasing that ball forward. Not quite doing enough. It's still causing a nuisance, and that ball has gone underneath. And the body is in the way there. The ref didn't see it. Space to drive for the number 3. It's a rash challenge from Jerry. He's not quite got him. Changing tackle to number 3. Ball back into the middle. There's a chance now for a shot. Maybe it's it. They're camped in the box, and there it is. The header is there. And it's heartbreak for UCLan. And what could quite possibly be the winner. UCLan are stunned. The blue shirts were sat in the UCLan box. Nobody seemed to do anything about it. And now the heads drop as the header goes in. UCLan find themselves behind. Can they find anything in these remaining 5 minutes? Who knows? They need to get their heads up.
Well, this does go on to be the final score. Is very, very harsh on UCLan, not just for their attacking performance in the first half, but for their defensive work in the second half. They've had to dig in the last 20 minutes, and you would have thought that they would have been able to make it through. They've put in some really good defensive displays over the course of the season, but just very unlucky at this final point of the game. Hopefully they can find a way back into it in these remaining few minutes.
Evan Haro immediately putting himself in a much further forward position. Can try to look forward. That ball is lost straight away though. Liverpool could go again here. Solid header at the back by the number 5. John Price screaming at his players to press. They need to now, they need to win the ball, they can't sit back anymore. They've got to attack this in the remaining few minutes. There's a ball through for Evan Daharo. There's a collision with the goalkeeper. The keeper goes down.
Leave it! Lucas, leave it!
Ball snapped forward by the Liverpool uni goalkeeper. That's a tough one to deal with, and it's not been dealt with. And number 16 is through here. Will Vaughan's got to go. And a nightmare at the back. Solidifies the result for UCLan. Will Vaughan sticks his head in the grass. The social sec will not be planning a party around that one. He did all he could, he was on the floor. He made a very good initial save, he had to crawl towards it. There wasn't much he could do. It was sloppy defence. UCLan switch off at the back once again, and all of a sudden they now find themselves 2 goals back. It's a third for the Uni of Liverpool. 2 goals in quick succession.
I'd say certainly not a fair reflection of proceedings today. Just a very sort of just a loss of concentration, a loss of understanding towards the end there. It's happened quite a few times this season, something that you really need to get a hold of, but really unfortunate goal to concede, as was the last one.
Liverpool were almost through again there. It's a double yellow card shown by the referee. And now a free kick for Liverpool to try and rub salt into the wounds. It is unfortunate for Will Vaughan. He did so well to begin with. He made that first save. There was nothing he could do. The defence sort of seemed to stand still on that second and third ball, which is definitely another issue you have to say for UCLan this season. Those seconds and third balls after the initial defence has not been good enough. They seem to switch off quite easily at the back. The free kick prays wide of the goal. It's not the best move. UCLan need to move forward here. Still a chance, maybe. There's been a few stoppages this half. Abdul tries to control the ball. It's a little bit wayward. Liverpool take it again. This time fizzed forward straight away. Thumping boot from Will Vaughan sends it the way of Zach Smith, who is still chipping away. But the ref blows. And after UCLan having the lead in the first half, some mistakes at the back, some lacks of concentration ensures that once again they fail to pick up any points on the road. An improved performance though, and the boys can look up as they go into the weeks ahead, but the final whistle blows here in Liverpool under the floodlights and it ends. Liverpool 3, UCLan 1.